Yes, well, good Friday. Can you believe it's Friday? Hey, everybody, John Gale, the Radio Guy, joining you live now on Facebook and YouTube as well, streaming on our social media pages. You can check us out there on YouTube. Just search for the Radio Guy and click that subscribe button. You'll get notifications every single time that we load up brand new content. I do audio production. I've done voiceover work and radio production, TV production. Let's see, audiobook production, commercial narration, all kinds of stuff, guys. Jingle work, gaming animation, all kinds of stuff. Voicing it and producing it. And we're going to be doing that. Over the next 60 minutes, we'll be doing some weather forecasts with some jingle beds behind us for around about 15 different radio stations over the next 60 minutes. I'm a part of the RFN network, the Radio Forecast Network. We're a group of voiceover artists and meteorologists and broadcast professionals, and we produce weather forecasts for around 220 radio stations across the United States and all of their day parts, literally thousands of weathercasts every single day. We'll only be doing about 15 of those today. We like to get started with a stream of a jingle. Since we use a lot of jingles behind our audio production, there's some fondness in my heart for old radio jingles, and today is no different. We're going to be spotlighting a jingle from WQCR Q99 FM. This is back from the 80s. It's a part of the TM production jingle group, jingle package. Let's take a listen. Nice little AC package there. Nice. Okay, one more. All right, that's great. WQCR Q99, a cool little jingle package, little AC, light contemporary stuff from TM and their production group. We want to say hi to Loki from France. Welcome to the group today. Glad you're with us. We'll call him another new viewer to the Radio Guy on this Friday edition. Glad you're along for the ride. We're going to be doing some audio production right now for K-Hat Radio. K-Hat is located in Wyoming. Laramie and Cheyenne, Wyoming, actually. And we've got behind my head here the broadcast audio editing software that we're going to be using, the DAW, Digital Audio Workstation. It's called Adobe Audition CS 2020. I'm just going to turn on my emojis here so you guys can start to refresh these. I'll refresh them and you guys can load them up if you'd like. It'll just take a second. Anyway, using this audio package, I'm well, Loki. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll be doing some audio production in the first track here. And Nathan Hill from the UK. Nathan Hill, another new viewer. I think, Nathan, unless you've been here before. Glad you're with us from the UK. Nathan Hill, glad you're here. All right, so we've got the jingle bed for K-Hat Radio for their weather bed in the first track of Adobe Audition right here you can see behind my head. And in the second track, we'll start the recorder now. This is my recording of my voiceover. We'll come back to this production in just a second. You can see I have some denoise and some mastering already on it as we record. This forecast airs today between 4 and midnight Mountain Time out there in Wyoming. They're dealing with those forest fires from California, and so we need to talk a little bit about that. Makes it a little funkier. This is a dual read for two different cities, but they're very similar today. So we're going to combine them and call them as one today. Let's switch over to this forecast view and let you see this. This is my RFN page that shows me each station that we'll be doing here right by my head. And then this is, in this case, I have the choice between different forecast organizations. This is the National Weather Service forecast for Cheyenne, Wyoming here. So we've got a fire weather watch in effect until Saturday at 8 p.m. And there's going to be a bunch of widespread haze and smoke through the weekend. Here we go. Let's give her a shot. Let's put 24 seconds on the clock. Here we go. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, a fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening at 8 p.m. Haze and smoke through the weekend. Partly cloudy skies tonight with a low in the low 50s. That smoke continues on your Saturday with a high close to 85. And mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low near 50. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, we're a little long on that one. So, you know, that's how it goes. We're going to do it again. All right, let's reset the clock and try her one more time, just a little bit faster. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, that fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening. Otherwise, widespread haze and smoke over the entire weekend. Partly cloudy skies tonight, a low near 51. And some haze on Saturday with areas of smoke, a high near 85. Partly cloudy Saturday night, a low of 50. I'm John Gale from New Country. Nope, that's not going to work either. We're having trouble. There's just a lot going on, and I only got 24 seconds for all of that. So, two cities and lots of crazy weather happenings out there in the West. Not to make any excuses. Let's just give her another shot. Okay, here we go. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening. Otherwise, haze and smoke through the weekend. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 51. Hazy tomorrow with a high near 85, and mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low right around 50. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, that'll be the keeper. We're right at 23, just a little shy of 24. That's okay. All right, let's go to the audio editing software package view for you today. And we're using a razor tool. We're going to trim out the voiceover right here. Go ahead and trim that out and highlight that and pull it on back. Drop it in between this donut here in this case. The jingle that has a stinger in the front. And you can see here as I scroll in a little tighter, there's a jingle right behind my head as well, or a stinger right behind my head as well. So all this is a jingle, but stinger, quieter. That's the whole of the donut. That's where the voiceover goes. So that's where we're gonna place it. As you can see here, we're a little shy of the 24. We'll pull her out a little bit further. Unmute the music bed and bounce down both these audio files into one brand new one. This has combined the music and the voiceover together. Now we'll add some mastering and effects here, and let's take a listen and see what we've got. From the New Country 96.7 WeatherBug Weather Center for Laramie and Cheyenne tonight, a fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening. Otherwise, haze and smoke through the weekend. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 51. Hazy tomorrow with a high near 85, and mostly cloudy Saturday night with a low right around 50. From New Country 96.7, I'm John Gale. Have a great night. All right, that sounds actually pretty good there. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to move this over a little bit so you guys can see the whole thing. We will go ahead and trim up the front end and the back end on this and save it and export it to my local little hard drive, and then we'll send it on its way via FTP. The way we save is through a shortcut. Control-Shift-E in Windows brings up this export file. We're just going to copy and paste the KHAT file name, KHAT FMEV for evening, overwrite yesterday's forecast that we already did, because I'd have a computer full of forecasts if I didn't. And then we'll just find it here in the E-Drive and send it on its way to Wyoming, okay? Then we can move on to their sister station, which happens to be KIMX. Same read, same forecast, just a different format. They are CHR format. So off the KHAT weathercast goes via FTP file transfer protocol. And we can move on now to KIMX. We'll close out KHAT's multi-track session we just did and open up a brand new one with the jingle bed already in track 1. Start our recorder again. Same forecast. In 24 seconds on the clock. A little bit longer today. This one airs between 4 and midnight as well. I'm going to move my pop filter up a little higher. And let's give this a shot. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming and for Laramie tonight. No, that's not good. One more. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, that fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening. Otherwise, widespread haze and smoke over the entire weekend. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 51. Hazy on your Saturday with a high of 85. And partly cloudy Saturday night, becoming clear with a low around 50 degrees. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. All right, that looks good right there, and we're just going to trim it out, switch to the Adobe editing view here, finding our razor tool. We'll go ahead and trim out the voiceover first, find the front of the forecast right there, highlight the rest, and delete it, okay? And we can move and push this with our cursor, just highlight it and drag it right underneath the stinger as the stinger begins to fade in that music bed. That's where the voiceover needs to begin, right there. All right, we'll unmute the music bed, bounce down both these audio files into one brand new one combined, adding the mastering and effects. Let's take a listen.
IMX Weather!
Yeah. From the WeatherBug Weather Center for southeastern Wyoming, for Laramie and for Cheyenne tonight, that fire weather watch in effect until Saturday evening. Otherwise, widespread haze and smoke over the entire weekend. Partly cloudy tonight, a low around 51. Hazy on your Saturday with a high of 85, and partly cloudy Saturday night, becoming clear with a low around 50 degrees. Woo. I'm John Gale on Wyoming's #1 hit music station. I bet you Wyoming's kind of ticked off at California. You know, they're getting all the smoke going over their state, but they have nothing to do with the fires. At least I don't think the fires are over there in Wyoming yet. Let's hope they're not making their way across the United States. That would be horrible. The U.S. burns out because of forest fires. Crazy stuff going on in the world today. We're just going to go ahead and export this file. Not extort, but export. If you just tuned in, we're doing some audio radio broadcast production for radio stations today across the United States. This one happens to be for KIMX, an FM station, an FM CHR station in Cheyenne, Wyoming. Going to overwrite yesterday's forecast here, find it in my E-Drive and send it on its way to Cheyenne and Laramie. We're going to be doing around 20 different, maybe 15 different forecasts today. KIMX is in the can. Going to go ahead and send it via FTP like a giant Dropbox in the sky. On time, good job there. It goes right into their production computer in Wyoming, and we can move on to the next station on the list, which happens to be in east central Florida, Palatka, Florida. Palatka has a nostalgia station called WPLK. And they're on both an AM signal 800 and an FM signal 98.3. And they play pretty much anything. It's one of those stations, you know, Prince and Loretta Lynn and Tom T. Hall and Madonna. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Like your old car stereo. You just grab a cassette and shove it in there. Whatever comes out, comes out. This one airs today between 6 and 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. We've got our jingle track in the first track of Adobe Audition. My voice track highlighted in red right behind my head. Here we go. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, a chance of some showers early on, a possible thunderstorm in the afternoon. No, that's not correct. We got a coastal flood advisory as well here. I just saw that as I was scrolling through. Coastal flood advisory starting tomorrow morning and ending Sunday night. Okay, we got to talk about that. All right, let's reset. Try her again. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, coastal flood advisories in effect starting tomorrow night, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning? Yep. One more. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, that coastal flood advisory starting tomorrow morning, ending Sunday evening. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, that coastal flood advisory begins Saturday morning at 9 a.m., ending up Sunday evening at 6. Otherwise, tonight, a chance of some showers under mostly cloudy skies, a low of 72. More showers, a possible thunderstorm on your Saturday with a high of 84, and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 73. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, that's a pretty decent read, pretty conversational. Let's go ahead and cut it up. Using the razor tool here in Adobe Audition CS 2020 will let you see this process up close and personal, just doing some radio broadcast production today on Facebook Live as well as YouTube. You're going to line up the voiceover directly underneath a music bed for WPLK, bounce down both these audio files together. If you're involved in radio broadcasting, music production, audio editing, podcasting, weather forecasting, I'd love to talk to you a little bit. Say hi in the comments section. Let us know where you're watching from. We'll engage a little bit. Start a conversation. That's how we're building the community. We have folks from all over the world that listen to us every single day on the Radio Guy. Let's take a listen to this finished product. From the WPLK WeatherBug Weather Center for tonight, that coastal flood advisory begins Saturday morning at 9 a.m., ending up Sunday evening at 6. Otherwise, tonight, a chance of some showers under mostly cloudy skies, a low of 72. More showers, a possible thunderstorm on your Saturday with a high of 84, and a chance of showers Saturday night, a low of 73. I'm John Gale from the station that plays everything, WPLK 898.3, Palatka. All right, good. Then there's just a simple little fade out of the music. We want to get rid of that little dry spot in the back end, and we've already trimmed up the front. So this guy is ready to be exported to Palatka, Florida. It's ready to roll. We're going to just bring up that window by doing a shortcut, Control-Shift-E, or the keys that you can use rather than clicking around with your mouse. We'll copy and paste the file name in there, WPLK AMEV, overwrite yesterday's forecast, find it here in my E drive. A little solid state drive, makes no noise. Pretty sweet little device, kind of like a giant thumb drive inside your computer. Except it's got like 5 terabytes in it. And it's really, really fast, much faster than a thumb drive. WPLK is in the can. Let's open it up and send it via FTP over the internet to their production automation computer, where it will trigger tonight between 6 and 10. We're ready to move on from Florida to Cincinnati, Ohio. WCVX is up next. It's an AM signal, 1160 AM. We'll open up a multi-track template session for them that includes their jingle here in track 1, my voiceover in track 2. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. This one has a long promotional outro on it. So switching to the forecast view here, I'll show you what we're doing. We're going to start reading with the open right here. Then we'll go tonight, Saturday night, or tonight through probably Sunday. And then we'll end up at about 17 seconds, or rather 18 seconds. With this promotional close here at the bottom. All right, so read along with me. We're going to do it together here right now. Here we go. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, clear skies expected, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 45 for your Saturday. A beautiful day, sunny and not so hot, a high of 68. Clear skies Saturday evening, a low of 44. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, decent, not so hot. We'll hear what that sounds like. Let's switch to the Adobe editing view here, grab our razor tool, and just trim out where the voiceover begins. Scroll back, line it up under the jingle, and unmute the music bed. Bounce down both those audio files into one brand new one combined, the music and my voiceover. Add some mastering, some multiband compression, equalization, and normalization, all through a shortcut process, a macro that I created by adding them all up and putting them under, in this case, the F5 key. So Control F5, and all that happens at once rather than going through and doing it all yourself. Let's take a listen. Here we go. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center for tonight, clear skies expected, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 45 for your Saturday. A beautiful day, sunny and not so hot, a high of 68. Clear skies Saturday evening, a low of 44. This weather has been brought to you by Ketmoy, providing design, printing, and promotion services, 513-867-8800. From the Christian Talk 1160 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All righty, that looks good right there. Let's go ahead and go back to the bottom and get rid of all that. We'll keep the fade, and then at the front, there's a little bit of some dead air that we will take out as well. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut, and we'll go ahead and save it to my local E drive here. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I'm hitting all kinds of buttons accidentally. Didn't mean to. Sometimes my little Stream Deck goes a little nutty. All right, there is the export file window. WCVX is the file name. We'll go ahead and save it and find it here in the E drive and send it to Cincinnati. Ohio. Okay, gonna move on from Cincy to the next station on the list next. Here we go. Hit that FTP button. Off it goes. On time, good job to another station right across the street, actually, or not necessarily across the street. Same city, WGRI AM. WGRI is a news talk Christian station, 1050 AM. So we do the weather for two different Christian AM stations in the same city. That's pretty cool. WGRI. Let's hit our recorder. We've got their jingle bed in the first track and my voiceover in the second. Let's put 24 seconds on the clock today. This one airs today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time for 1050 AM. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, clear skies, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 45. It'll be sunny and beautiful on your Saturday. Cooler temperatures, a high only near 68, and clear skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 44. Sunny on your Sunday, a high of 72. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. And a perfect one-take read for WGRI AM. We like to celebrate those with a little bit of some confetti and applause in the background. We'll switch to the Adobe Editing View, let you see this process a little up close and personal as we've dragged back the voiceover, clipped it out with our razor tool. We will go ahead and bounce down both these audio files into one brand new audio file. It hasn't become like a WAV file or an MP3 yet because we have not saved it just as yet. Now we'll add our mastering and effects right here and take a listen to the finished product. Here we go. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center for tonight, clear skies, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 45. It'll be sunny and beautiful on your Saturday. Cooler temperatures, a high only near 68. And clear skies expected Saturday evening, a low of 44. Sunny on your Sunday, a high of 72. From the Inspiration 1050 WeatherBug Center, I'm John Gale. All right, that looks good. There's a little fade out on the music bed, so we'll give a let them have a little bit of that. And here in the front, we want to get rid of the dead air at the top of the voiceover. Now we'll switch to the cam right view here. Go up and export this file to my hard drive, naming it WGRI AM EV, overriding yesterday's forecast, switching over here to the left, and letting you see me find it here in my E drive. Look at all those untitled sessions I need to get rid of. We will do that here in just a moment. WGRI is in the can, as they say, when it used to actually be in a can, a little reel-to-reel finished product. I'm actually old enough to remember that. FTP, the file transfer protocol, sending it over the internet directly into their production computer. On time, good job. We're going to move on from Cincinnati to Chiefland, Florida. Chiefland, Florida, WTBH is up next. We'll find that here in a multi-track template session we pre-created a few months back that includes their jingle bed there in track 1. My voiceover, highlighted in red, recording in real time right now. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock, and this forecast airs today between 6 and midnight Eastern Standard Time for Chiefland, Florida. Joyful Sounds Radio, 91.5 FM. Let's give her a shot. Here we go. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature around 70. Some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 86, and cloudy skies Saturday evening, a low around 69. Some isolated showers, a possible afternoon thunderstorm on your Sunday with a high of 83. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. And that, my friends, is another one take wonder for Johnny G. Those are few and far between sometimes, so we got to celebrate them when we get them. We're going to use the Razor tool here, switch to the Adobe editing view again, and go ahead and trim this out from everything else. Pull it back. This is the start of the forecast right here. Here's the beginning of our jingle bed. We will unmute that weather bed and bounce down both these audio files together, the music and my voiceover for the weather. Add some mastering and effects here. We'll come back and slice up all of this extra jingle and put a fade in here in just a second, but let's take a listen to what we have so far. I'm John Gale with your WTBH forecast for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature around 70. Some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 86, and cloudy skies Saturday evening, a low around 69. Some isolated showers, a possible afternoon thunderstorm on your Sunday with a high of 83. That's the latest forecast from 91.5 FM. I'm John Gale for Joyful Sounds Radio. All right, you'll hear this little sting there. We were going to fade out. Let's scroll back to the front. Make sure we'll kill this little dead spot right here first. A little bit more. Alrighty, now scrolling back out. There's our 30, so we're actually a little over already. We'll just add a quick fade on the end of this, just by going up to the top of the page. Under the Favorites tab, we've highlighted what we want to fade out in white there. You can see at the end of the WAV file. We'll scroll down under the Favorites tab. There's an option for fade out. Boom. It's faded out there in real time. Let's take a listen to the end. Yo. A little too tight. Let's go out a little bit further more. A little bit further. There we go. Delete all that and fade this. Just like that. Okay, that looks much better. And let's take a listen to the end. Sounds Radio. Good. Much better there. It fades out naturally. Front looks good. No need for some trimming there. And we're ready to export this file to Chiefland, Florida, WTBH. Just going to copy and paste basically here into the export file window. Hit OK, and then you'll see the overwrite yesterday's because it's already named there in my E drive. So I'm actually going over yesterday's forecast. And then we're going to find it, WTBH. I'm going to delete all these untitled sessions that are created every single time that we make a new audio file. A new session is created, and they build up pretty quickly when you're doing little short reads like this. All right, WQRST, there it is, WTBH FM. All right, we're going to hit that file transfer button and send that MP3 directly over the internet right there to Chiefland, Florida, and move on to our next station, which is going to be KKGM. But before we do that, let's go ahead and open up a File Explorer folder for the E drive here, where everything is being saved. And you can see all of these untitled sessions here that I can delete. Oh, goodness gracious. What are we up to? Oh, my. 208. 208 of them. Let's delete that and see how long that takes. 1,700. Okay, action cannot be completed. We'll skip that one because that's the one that's open right now. Okay. 1,712 items in there being recycled as we speak there. Come on, guy. Let's move on. You're a whiz-bang of a computer. That's a lot of files, though, recycling right now. There we go. All right, now that's nice and clean. Looks nice. All right, we already moved on. Let's switch up to KKGM. We'll close out this this multi-track template session and open up a dry read. This one has no jingle behind it. It's just my voice, so I've got a single voiceover track here. I'll switch to cam right. You see that. Just in the first track, I've got denoise and mastering on my voice in real time here right now, and then we'll come back, add some more mastering, and send it off to 16:30 a.m. Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas. Let's put 20 seconds on the clock. This one airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. We'll switch over to the forecast view and let you see what we got. We're going to start with this open right here up at the top. And we're going to go through tonight, Saturday night. maybe even into Sunday. See where we're at. All right. Then we finish with the close, which is nothing. Steve Bellinger's in the house. Yeah, baby. And also Anita Dakin Cheatham. Thank you guys for tuning in. Our two faithful loyal lawyers. Oh my. I wouldn't besmirch anyone and call them a lawyer. Here we go. 20 seconds. From the KKGM. Nope. One more. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening tonight. Mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature around 64. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, a high of 83, and clear skies Saturday evening, a low of 58. Sunny again on Sunday with a high near 84. All right, that's the forecast that we need for Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas, KKGM 1630 AM. We're going to go ahead and trim it up. I might have trimmed a little too tight on that one. Switch to the Adobe editing view here and find the front of the forecast. Sorry I wasn't here, guys, yesterday. It was just one of those days. I got caught up with a bunch of other things, and I needed to do the weather really quickly. And so I decided not to stream yesterday. I apologize for that. All right, we're trimming up the front end and the back end. We're only at 19.5. So what we're going to do is go up to the top of the Adobe Audition software, RDAW. You'll see effects. We'll scroll down to time and pitch, stretch and pitch. We're going to change this duration from 19.7, almost 20, just by a couple tenths of a second, actually. But we're going to change it to exact and digitally stretch this, actually. My nums lock is off. Okay, let's go ahead and highlight and just type over that. 20 exactly, hit apply. Digitally, it fixes that. Now we can take a listen to KKGM's weather forecast for today, 3 to 6 p.m. From the 1630 KKGM WeatherBug Weather Center as we head into the evening tonight. Mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the north-northeast, and a low temperature around 64. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, a high of 83, and clear skies Saturday evening, a low of 58. Sunny again on Sunday with a high near 84. All right, that sounds good. A little announcy, but that's all right. We need to sound somewhat official when we do the forecast. Okay? Okay. KKGM is in the can. Just going to copy and paste here the file name into our export file window. Steve says he's been busy at work listening online to the all-new Star 94 from Atlanta, which changed formats yesterday to Rhythmic AC. Rhythmic AC. Now, is that where they do remixes, Steve, or is it brand new music that's just kind of rhythmic? Kind of like what? What do you mean by rhythmic? Like trance-like? It's amazing. Lots of throwbacks. Oh, it says lots of throwbacks from the 70s through the early 2000s. Upbeat music on a Friday. I'm going to have to give them a listen. I kind of dig that idea. KKGM. Whoops, I copied it twice. I didn't need to do that. Go ahead and delete that. We're going to go ahead and export this file to my E drive and find it here and send it on its way to Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. KKGM in the can. Matter of fact, let's do this real quick. Let's look up Star 94 Atlanta. Star 94 FM Atlanta, Georgia. Bring up their website here. Looks pretty good. Radio.com. All right. Star 94. Alicia Keys talks about Alicia. We can't listen to anything because of copyright issues, so I can't play what we've got going here. Can't do a live stream of what they're playing, but that's all right. Nice little website. Simple, easy to read. Simple little news feed links here at the bottom. Shows. Let's look at on-air shows. Taking a second to populate. Not seeing anything come up. Let me see if it did. No, nothing changed there, so the shows link isn't quite working very well. Andy shows, let's go schedule. All right, here's the schedule. All right, that's just the concerts coming up. All right, playlist. Looking at the playlist for 94.1 Atlanta. Not populating. Okay, not populating. Looks like the website needs a little bit of some work. Links are not working, but as Steve said, they're brand new and they switched over yesterday to Rhythmic. But you know what? They needed to be ready. They needed to be ready with their website. That is for certain. I'm sure they sound great. On time, good job. We're going to move on from Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas to KIUL in Scott City, Garden City. No, not Wisconsin. I'm sorry. This is Western Kansas. Going to close out the multi-track template session we just finished. Open up a new one for KIUL AM. That is a dry read, so it's another dry template. Okay, here we go. Just got some denoise and some mastering on me here, recording in real time. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. And again, this one airs for KIUL AM between 6 and midnight. Central Standard Time. Let's see what we've got. Widespread haze for them as well due to the fires in California. Here we go. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the south-southeast, and a low temperature around 55. Your Saturday brings sunny skies, a nice day, a high near 85, a bit breezy with a south wind gusting up to around 30 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday evening, a low of 60, and sunny again on your Sunday with a high of 86. Clear Sunday night, a low of 57. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, a nice one-take read for KIUL AM, Western Kansas. Steve says Michael Jackson, ABBA, the Fugees, Marky Mark. Yeah, all the gang. Trimming this out with our razor tool, we'll get rid of everything else. Switch to the Adobe editing view here. Sometimes in my mouth, my mind speaks faster than my mouth. Remember that Micro Machines guy in the 80s? I just read an article about him. He's the fastest speaker in the world. He has world records. Although there has been some disputes as to it, if you slow him down, he is the most perfectly enunciated, even at the fast speed. Somehow he has trained his mind. The average person can speak like 5 to 11 words, I think, within so many seconds, and he is able to just like triple that and be clearly understood if you slow it down and you're able to comprehend. I don't know if you guys ever watch YouTube videos at a faster speed. You can watch your YouTube videos at different speeds, up to 2 times the original speed. So if you're watching a 60-minute YouTube video, you can watch it in 30 minutes if you watch it at 2 times the speed. And believe it or not, if you're paying attention pretty well, you can understand everything that's going on. It's a little more easy at 1.25 and 1.5, but you can do it at 2. I often will audition and re-watch what we've done at 2.0. All right, enough of that little technical stuff. We're going to go ahead and bounce this down at our compression and mastering effects and take a listen to this dry read for Western Kansas. Here's your Western Kansas weather for this evening. Mostly clear skies, some light winds out of the south-southeast, and a low temperature around 55. Your Saturday brings sunny skies, a nice day, a high near 85, a bit breezy with a south wind gusting up to around 30 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday evening, a low of 60, and sunny again on your Sunday with a high of 86. Clear Sunday night, a low of 57. From the Weather Center, I'm John Gale. All right, we're a little shy of our 30, so we're going to trim up and stretch our forecast digitally just a hair, okay? There we go. Let's go up. We'll switch to a different view and let you see this because I can't show you the tabs any other way for some reason. Go up to the Effects tab. We will scroll down to the Time and Pitch feature and then a submenu, Stretch and Pitch Process. That brings up this Stretch and Pitch window under the Effects. You'll see the current duration is 28.7. So we're about, a second and a half away, a little less than a second and a half away. We'll just type in here the new duration of a perfect 30, hit apply, and boom shakalaka boom, there it is as a 30-second read. No change in pitch. It just digitally stretches the audio file. KIUL is in the can. Going to go ahead and save it and claim it and overwrite yesterday's forecast, switch camera views here and find it in my eDrive and send it on its way to Scott City, Kansas. KIUL. Okay, let's find it here. There it is. Open it up and hit that FTP, which stands for File Transfer Protocol, like a giant Dropbox in the sky. Off it goes on time, good job, to their automation computer, where it will trigger then tonight between 6 and midnight, Central Standard Time, and we can move on to Brookfield, Missouri. KULH is the next station on today's Friday edition of The Radio Guy. It's a music bed for them. So we will open up a pre-created template that we made, goodness gracious, nearly 9-10 months ago now. We've been doing this for the Radio Forecast Network. KULH. We want their new track here. That's this first track here in Adobe Audition CS 2020 Creative Suites package, our audio editing workstation. Recording there in the second track, Maya's in the house. Welcome. Glad you're back, Maya. Thank you for being here. All right, this one airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Let's put 28 seconds on the clock for this Christian contemporary format, The Wave. We can go 28 to 32 on this. Here we go. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the east, and our low temperature, a chilly 46 degrees. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, not too warm, a high near 70, and partly cloudy Saturday evening, again, a low around 49. Sunny on your Sunday with a high of 74 and clear skies Sunday evening, a low of 50. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. And that, my friends, is a one-take read for KULH-FM, The Wave. You can stream any of these, by the way, at night. Take a listen to these forecasts. This one's going to air between 3 and 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Your time may vary. We're going to line up the voiceover and put it directly underneath the stinger as it begins to fade out. Nobody's giving me any emoji love today. I don't know what's going on. It's very disturbing. We're going to unmute the music bed as that stinger begins. There we go. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Little emoji Facebook love, Pac-Man love there. Bounce down both these tracks, both these audio files into one brand new one here combined together. Add some mastering and effects here. Let's take a listen. From the Wave Weather Center, I'm WeatherBug weathercaster John Gale. As we head into the evening tonight, partly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the east, and our low temperature, a chilly 46 degrees. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, not too warm, a high near 70, and partly cloudy Saturday evening, again a low around 49. Sunny on your Sunday with a high of 74 and clear skies Sunday evening, a low of 50. That's a look at the latest weather information from the Wave Weather Center. All right, we're just going to do a little trim here and then talk about Steve's latest little post here on the Facebook's comment section. Go up to our favorites tab here. We've highlighted what we want to fade out. Click that fade out button, and we have a nice little perfect fade right there. Nice, nice, nice. Scroll back to the front, and we will find any dead air that we need to clip out. And just like that, razor tool that out. And Control-Shift-E brings up our export file. Going to save it to KULH-FM Afternoon Drive and overwrite yesterday's forecast, which views over here to the left. Find that MP3 we just saved, and send it over the internet via FTP to KULH-FM. Alrighty, off it goes through the wild blue yonder. On time, good job. Well, Steve says Facebook updated. He can't find the hearts to send. No Pac-Man hearts for me today. That makes me want to cry. Let's switch to the left view here, Steve. We'll show you. We'll show you where it's at. All right, here, I'll make this smaller. All right. So, as you can see, this is the live stream behind me, delayed just a hair. You can see here's information about the stream up at the top. They're usually down here, right, Steve? This is where we're normally looking for those little colored, sad faces or whatever, or sometimes they're right over here. Now they're just up here. They're right here up at the top. See? Yes, see? There you go. Somebody's giving me some love. Right next to the comments and the share button is the like button, and you can pick your little love and send it on its way. And then, yes, I can give you some Pac-Man emoji love. It's kind of like a mirror effect. Woo, I'm out of focus even. So there you go. That's where the Facebook emojis went on the new Facebook page. Okay, ULH was in the can. Did we save it? Did we send it? I believe we did. Yes, we did. QBR is up next. That pair of country stations in Altoona and Scranton, Pennsylvania. You guys love that emoji love. Thank you so much for that. Start our recorder there. We do 2 of these reads now for Pennsylvania, for these stations. We do an overnight and an evening. We'll start with the overnight. And as we head into the morning. Here's the latest from WQBO. Here's the latest from WQBR overnight as we head into the morning. Clear skies expected with a low temperature of 39. Sunny and a high of 64 on your Saturday. Clear overnight Saturday evening, a low of 38. And sunny again for your Sunday. Some light winds out of the northeast and a low temperature of 64. No, a little too long. Here's the latest from WQBR overnight. As we head into the morning, those clear skies will dissipate. Our low temperature of 39 will become sunny on our Saturday with a high of 64. Clear skies overnight Saturday evening, light winds and a low of 38, and sunny on Sunday, a high of 64. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. I don't know how that sounded, but it was a one take. Woo-hoo! Maybe. Let's trim it up, pull back, line it up, listen here. Come on now, where are you at? Oh, come on, Johnny G. Here's the latest from WQBR overnight. As we head into the morning, those clear skies will dissipate. Our low temperature of 39 will become sunny on our Saturday with a high of 64. Yeah, clear skies overnight Saturday evening, light winds and a low of 38, and sunny on Sunday, a high of 64. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. All right, for some reason it looks like we're over the 20, but okay, let's trim that. Bounce it down here. Yeah, we're just a little bit over. We're going to have to compress here. Maybe take out a breath instead. Yeah, that's all we need to do. We'll zoom in tight here. Pull out this breath. And another one right here. And that gets us, yeah, to just close to 20. All right, scroll back here. Let's just listen to those changes of the breath. Low temperature of 39 will become sunny on our Saturday with a high of 64. Clear skies overnight Saturday evening, light winds and a low of 38, and sunny on Sunday, a high of 64. I'm John Gale in the Bear Country Weather Center. Yeah, all right, that's good. Let's send this on its way to WQBR. The first set of WQBRs, which is overnight. And then we'll do the evening one for this evening as well. Okay, overwrite yesterday's forecast. Go ahead and switch to the tiny camera view, find it here, and send it on its way to Pennsylvania, the land of brotherly love. I hope they're having some brotherly love. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the world today. People are being paid to riot and loot and pillage and start fires and cause mayhem. And they're being praised and endorsed for doing so. That's not the America that I grew up in. All right, on time, good job. Enough pontificating from John Gale. Let's move on to the evening forecast for WQBR. Again, another dry read. So we'll just keep this multi-track template session and delete this WAV file, or the audio file here. Start a brand new one. As you can see, I'm in tight here, so I'm going to pull this out. There we go. All right, this is just for evening. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. Clear skies expected, some light winds out of the north, and a low temperature of 39. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, calm winds and a high of 64. And Saturday evening, clear skies expected, a low of 38. I'm John Gale from WQBR. All right, that is a one take as well. Using that razor tool, we're just going to trim it up, line it up, bounce it down, switch to the Adobe editing view here, wait on your emoji Pac-Man love here that's, I'm sure, coming any second. We will tighten her up and delete all this stuff right here. There it comes. Thank you very much. Thank you much. Add our mastering, add our compression. Take a listen. Here's the latest from the Bear Country Weather Center for this evening. Clear skies expected, some light winds out of the north, and a low temperature of 39. It'll be sunny and nice on your Saturday, calm winds and a high of 64. And Saturday evening, clear skies expected, a low of 38. I'm John Gale from WQBR. Looks good there. Go ahead, Control-Shift-E. We will export this to the E drive and send it to WQBR FM EV, the first read for tonight. For WQBR. It's in the can. Let's find it. EV, there it is. Hit that FTP button. We're going to send that MP3 right over the ENT to WQBR. We can move on to Fairborn, Ohio. WGNZ is up next on this Friday edition. Guys, we're heading into another weekend. The The weeks are flying by like days used to fly by. I remember when I was a kid and in school, I thought school would never end. 12 years was like an eternity to me. Here we are flying now through my mid-50s, and it is getting faster and faster and faster as we go. 28 seconds on the clock for this one. Airing today between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Fairborn, Ohio. Big promotional outro on this one. Got to be done with the weather by about 15 at the latest. Here we go. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening tonight, clear skies expected, light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 40. It'll be sunny and beautiful on your Saturday, a bit chilly with a high near 67, and clear skies Saturday night, a low of 40. The brand new CD by Tim Livingston, Inside Information, is now available for purchase. Order online at timlivingstonmusic.com or by calling 937-454-9000. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. And a perfect one-take read for WGNZ, Fairborn, Ohio. Send in the hounds. Thank you very much. Here come the hounds. We will go ahead, find the front of that forecast here, and trim it out in our Adobe Audition view. Get rid of everything else. Here comes the Pac-Man emoji love. There we go. Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. You know, every time you do that, that helps to get the word out about the stream. Those crazy people that do those nutty things. All right, we're going to line this up underneath Facebook. The way Facebook works, the more engagements that you create, the further the stream then is promoted logistically. All right. If you guys haven't watched this Netflix show, and I know a lot of folks have been protesting Netflix because of that cuties pedophilia thing where they got 11-year-old girls exposing their breasts and twerking and doing suggestive dancing. A lot of people are very upset about it. And I agree. I think that is pornography, frankly. And Netflix should not be playing it at all. Well, they're riding out the promotion of it all because they care more about money than anything else. But there is another show on Netflix called The Social Dilemma, I think it's called. Check it out. Watch it. It talks about all of the craziness of Facebook, YouTube, all Snapchat, Twitter, what else? TikTok. I mean, all of these social platforms and how they just know everything about you. It's pretty scary stuff, really. All right, we've unmuted the music bed for WGNC. We're going to bounce down both these tracks as we've lined up the voiceover to start as soon as that stinger begins to fade. Bounce down both these tracks together, combined, the voiceover and the music, and add some mastering and effects here. Let's take a listen. From the Miami Valley's 24-hour weather center as we head into the evening tonight, clear skies expected, light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature around 40. It'll be sunny and beautiful on your Saturday, a bit chilly with a high near 67, and clear skies Saturday night, a low of 40. The brand new CD by Tim Livingston, Inside Information, is now available for purchase. Order online at timlivingstonmusic.com or by calling 937-454-9000. I'm WGNZ staff weathercaster John Gale. Ah, yes. Hey, we got a comedian in the house, Ryan Carlila. Carlila? Is that correct? Carlila. Ryan says, I find it so much more frustrating to do things in the can. Great job. Now that is well thought and very funny. And if didn't mean to go to black there. Sorry about that. But we want to welcome Ryan to the group. Let's give him some fireworks. Another new viewer to the radio guy. Welcome, Ryan. It is so much more frustrating to do things in the can. All right, we're ready to switch to the tiny camera view here and scroll back to the front. All right, we're trimmed up. Oh, we got a little millisecond of nothing there that we need to fix. And scroll back to the end. The fade out looks good. This one is ready to be exported to Fairborn, Ohio, WGNZ, all in the can. In the can. WGNZ. Let's find it here in my E drive and send it via FTP to Ohio. There it goes. Off it goes on time. Good job. We're ready to move on to New York. I just realized it could be taken the other way too. Rome and Utica, New York, in Oneida County. This is a news talk station, WKAL AM 1450. Out there in New York, we're going to open up a brand new template session for them that we pre-created many, many moons ago. Start our recorder there. You will see the music track in the first track for WKAL, my voiceover in the second. Let's put 29 seconds on the clock. This one airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We've got a frost advisory tonight. Can you believe it? Winter is coming, gang. It's not even Thanksgiving yet. We're getting frost advisories. Frost advisories tonight. Actually, tomorrow morning until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. Okay, here we go. 29 seconds. Let's do it. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast as we head into the evening tonight. A frost advisory in effect until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Otherwise, this evening, clear skies with north winds and a low temperature right around 34. Patchy frost on your Saturday morning burns off to sunny skies in the afternoon, a high only of 59. That's your latest official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast. I'm John Gale. 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. Okay, we are a little bit long. We got to do it again. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast as we head into the evening tonight. A frost advisory in effect until tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Otherwise, clear skies this evening, a low of 4... Crash and burn right there. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Ryan says he loves Adobe Audition. Do you have any small tips for when I'm working on my drops for my station? Small tips. Create templates, I guess, is the best tip in the world that I could suggest to anyone. You can always drop in your music beds in a first track and your voiceover in the second and keep it as a template. These are kind of some simple little tips, but it's probably the easiest tip. You know, when I first got started doing audio editing, I was just doing a new session each time, having to drop in all the effects and things that I needed for each microphone, for each music track, and found this to be a lot easier. Create a template, put all of your effects that you need for your microphones in there in real time if you need to add effects. And you can even do the same for the first track for music beds, but you kind of need to do that after you've added the bed. But if you're doing effects and adding things like that, templates work great. Little tip. Simple tip. Sorry. One more read for WKAL. Here we go. Let's try this, guys. I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast as we head into the evening. A frost advisory in effect until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Otherwise, clear skies this evening, light winds out of the north, and a low temperature of 34. That patchy frost will burn off on your Saturday by around 10 a.m., becoming sunny with a high of 59. And that is your latest official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. Simple, but never did that. Thanks. See, so I helped you. That's a miracle right there. Somebody give me a booyah.
Booyah!
Oh, yeah, baby. Using that razor tool, we'll trim out the voiceover from everything else. It takes a little time, Ryan, when you do it the first time, but it saves a miraculous amount of time if you're going to be doing multiple liners, you know, over the next week or so. It saves so much time, because if I had to add each music bed each time to each of these weather forecasts, we would be here for 3 hours instead of 1. And I want to crank through all this stuff every day. So it's speedy. It's helpful. All right, unmuting the music bed. We'll bounce down both these audio files together into one new one right here, the music and the voiceover together combined. Add our mastering, our equalization, normalization. Here's another tip for you, Ryan. All of those I created as a macro. So instead of like going up to here, and here I'll give you a different view. Instead of going up to effects, amplitude compression, multiband compression, finding the right one, tweaking it, and doing whatever I want, I've done all that ahead of time, and I've saved it. Actually not using a tool within Adobe Audition, but a tool within Windows. I don't know if you have a Mac or a PC. But whatever your operating system is, but many of them offer macros. So I created a macro, which in this case, I've added normalization, equalization, multiband compression all as one macro, which I created using the Control F5 key. And let's see, I'll undo it here and do it again and show you how it's done. So I just simply, you can't see me doing this, but with my hands, I'm hitting Control F5 and dropping it down to the, here, we'll do it this way. Control, whoops, shut up. Control F5, it's not Control F5, what is it? F5? It's just F5, it's not Control F5. I don't know why I said Control F5, it's just F key. F5, and I'm a little overmodulated here on this one, so I'll pull back a little bit. And then F6 is the other macro that I created. The F5 just bounces it down to a new audio file I made as a macro. And the F6, there you go, you can see it just created all that normalization and the multiband compression. So that's a good tip for you too. Do macros. All right, I'm John Gale with your official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast as we head into the evening. A frost advisory in effect until 8 a.m. tomorrow. Otherwise, clear skies this evening, light winds out of the north, and a low temperature of 34. That patchy frost will burn off on your Saturday by around 10 a.m., becoming sunny with a high of 59. And that is your latest official 1450 WKAL weather bug forecast. I'm John Gale, 1450 WKAL, more stimulating talk radio. All right, that looks really nice. We'll just trim it up here and send it on its way in a second. Here, I wanted to show you this, Ryan. This is a page here. If you don't know how to make a macro, it's real easy. Just look up in Google how to create macros in Windows 10. And you click on this and it'll teach you how to do it real fast. It's really a great tool a lot of people don't take advantage of. You know, you get to thinking, oh, mouse clicking is so much faster than actually going through with your fingers on the keyboard. It's not. It's really not. All right, we're ready to save this to WKAL New York. Control-Shift-E, again, the shortcut that is not a macro, but it is easier to do. See, that brings up this file. And now I can bring up this file by doing this. Watch. I can go to File, Export. Sometimes I click it in the wrong spot. Then I'm going to go to File, and that'll bring up the export file. Or I can go Control-Shift-E. Which one's easier? I mean, it's probably just a couple little milliseconds of time that you're saving, maybe. And then that's a copy and paste for WKAL there. Overwrite yesterday's forecast. This is a part I wish I could figure out a macro to do this, but I can't because I'm actually picking a different file each time. And this is actually pretty much the longest process of what I do, is looking for it in my E drive. Hit that FTP button, off it goes. On time, good job. Moving on to Chiefland, Florida, WZCC, a dry read for an AM signal there. Country Legends is the format for WZCC, dry read. In this dry read here, now this macro that I created, not macro, but this template that I created has a denoise and a mastering effect already built in on top of whatever I record in real time. Because I have a computer that's just a couple feet away from my microphone, so I'm removing fan noise. I'm doing a high pass kind of filter on that and adding some mastering to my, some broadcast mastering to my microphone sound for the voiceover, okay? All right, 30 seconds on the clock for this one. Switch to the forecast view, let you see this. We're going to do the open first. We are going to head from tonight, Saturday and Saturday night, into this close right here at the bottom, okay? Yes, indeedy. Oh, why can't I highlight it? There we go. All right, let's begin. Let's give it a shot. From the Broadcast Center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature right around 70. Some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 86. Cloudy Saturday night, a low of 69. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. And that, my friends, is a one take for WZCC AM. Country Legends station there in Chiefland, Florida, Levi, Dixie, and Gilchrist County. We're going to trim it out here using our razor tool in Adobe Audition CS 2020. We'll get rid of everything else. And let me look up here. Pull back. Bounce down. Thank you for the Pac-Man emoji love there, guys. Sorry. Alrighty, we're overmodulated a bit. We'll pull back, add some mastering and effects there with my macro. Hit that F6 key that I created. Now that's not an F6 key that you can do in Adobe. That's when you got to take some time and read how to do it and do it. We'll zoom in here real tight and trim off the little dead ends. And we're a little shy of 30. So let's go up to our effects tab real quick and digitally stretch a little bit here. Half a second. 29.8 to exactly a 30. Just type it in the new duration box. Whoops, not a 3. We don't want to sound like Donald Duck here. Hit apply, boom, shakalaka, boom. There it is. Okay, let's take a listen here to this dry read for WZCC. From the broadcast center, I'm John Gale with the Tri-Counties weather as we head into the evening tonight. Mostly cloudy skies, some light winds out of the northeast, and a low temperature right around 70. Some scattered showers, maybe a thunderstorm on your Saturday, becoming mostly cloudy with a high near 86. Cloudy Saturday night, a low of 69. Forecasts and current conditions are available 24/7 by clicking the WeatherBug logo at suncoastradio.com. I'm John Gale on Country Legends Radio. All right, looks good. That one is ready to go. Off it goes. Control-Shift-E, the shortcut to bring up that export file window, copying and pasting WZCC, which I do while it's playing in the background. Find it here. It should be my last forecast because of the alphabet, WZCC. There it is. Open it up, hit that FTP button, and off it goes. That MP3 over the INT to WZCC. And we can move on to Columbus, Ohio, WSEO up next. Another dry read for them, closing out the template for the ZCC we just finished. We'll open up a new one. That creates a new multi-track session template every time. A session, it creates a session file for each time you do that. That's why I end up with lots of sessions over a couple weeks' time. All right, WSEO, 30 seconds on the clock for this one. It airs today between 3 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this country station here out in Nelsonville, Ohio, covering the capital, Columbus. Here we go. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening tonight. Some light winds expected out of the north with clear skies and a low temperature around 42. It'll be sunny and chilly on your Saturday, a high only reaching 64, and clear skies Saturday night. Very chilly, a low of 39. Sunny again on your Sunday with a high just of 67, and clear again Sunday night, a low of 39. Sunny on your Monday with a high of 39. No, that's not right. No. Here we go. That was a big, nasty mistake. A communication failure. One more read. Getting too excited talking about all these short cuts and tips. Let's give her another read. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening tonight. Some light winds expected out of the north under some clear skies and a low temperature of 42 degrees. It'll be sunny and chilly on your Saturday, a high reaching only 64, and clear skies even colder Saturday night, a low around 39. Sunny again on Sunday, sort of a repeat of Saturday, a high of 67, and clear Sunday night, a low of 39. This is WeatherBug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. All right, that's a pretty good read there for WSEO. Let's switch to the Adobe editing view here and trim out that voiceover forecast for the radio station in Columbus, Ohio. There's the front end. We'll trim it right there. Get rid of everything else, all those stupid mistakes. Scroll it back, bounce it down to its own audio file there. That's my macro F5 key. Pull back the volume a hair and add the compression, the multiband compression, normalization, and equalization here under my macro F6 key. And there that is. All right, let's take a listen to the dry read for Columbus. Your WeatherBug forecast as we head into the evening tonight. Some light winds expected out of the north under some clear skies and a low temperature of 42 degrees. It'll be sunny and chilly on your Saturday, a high reaching only 64, and clear skies even colder Saturday night, a low around 39. Sunny again on Sunday, sort of a repeat of Saturday, a high of 67, and clear Sunday night, a low of 39. This is Weatherbug forecaster John Gale on WSEO. And Ryan, I just wanted to offer you too. You said you were doing some drops for your station. I'm willing to help you out with some voice work if you'd like. I'll do that pro bono for you, just to give you a different voice if you want on a couple liners. Be glad to help you out there. We're at 29.5, and we need to be at 30 on this one. So we're going to switch that. We're going to stretch it digitally by going up to the Effects tab, scroll down to the Time and Pitch feature, and then the Stretch and Pitch process, changing our current duration of 29.5 seconds, just a half of a second longer, to a perfect 30. Why do we do that? Well, some stations might be run on a satellite programming, and they give you a 30-second read, and it's got to be 30 seconds. It can't be 29.5. Otherwise, it sort of messes it all up for everybody. We want it to be on time and there not be any small little silent, awkward pauses. I like things to be nice and tight. There's some formats that can have those pauses in them, but for the most part, good radio is tight radio. WSEO in the can, as we said earlier. Overriding yesterday's forecast, switch views here and let you see me find it here in the E drive. Like I said, this is the longest part of sending it on its way. Gonna find that MP3 we just created, and via FTP, we're gonna send it over the internet to WSEO. And guys, that's going to be it for today's edition, this Friday edition of The Radio Guy. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Just search for The Radio Guy. Hit that red subscribe button. You'll get notifications as you follow us the same way you do on Facebook. You'll find out when we're starting up a brand new stream. You can also check us out on social media, now on Instagram, the Radio Guy, of course, on Facebook and YouTube as well. We'll do it again on Monday morning around 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Anita, you have a blessed day as well and a great weekend. God bless you. Wear your masks, and we'll see you Monday morning. Bye-bye.